What I also don't understand is this crowning of Patrick Mahomes as the GOAT. I don't understand this at all, actually, because there's plenty of people having the discussion today on ESPN or your local sports talk radio station of how Patrick Mahomes has suddenly surpassed Tom Brady as the GOAT. It makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. But people are like, well, look at what he did at this point in his career versus what Brady did. They have the same amount of Super Bowls, and it's basically been the same path, but Patrick Mahomes does it cooler. His hair is cooler, and he dives and throws in completions. Like, what? I'm seeing people on the timeline saying that, like, Mahomes is doing stuff we've never seen before. I'm like, yes, we have. Actually, pretty recently, we've seen that. And if you want to say Patrick Mahomes is challenging Tom Brady for the GOAT, and you want to say he's top 5 of all time already, I'm hearing that. I'm okay with that. He's fucking great. But he's not Tom Brady. And I think the good point, the best point to prove that is the one that they're saying makes him the GOAT. Because through his first, 4 or 5 seasons, here's what he's accomplished versus what Brady accomplished. They've won the same amount of Super Bowls in that time. And Brady had a second dynasty in his career. And this is what I don't understand. We've already anointed Patrick Mahomes for something he could do in the future. Like, how does that make any sense? Jason Tatum won an NBA title before Michael Jordan did. He was younger than Michael Jordan. Why isn't he the GOAT? Like, I can't make any heads or tails of this. I don't know where this is coming from. He'll probably win in 2 weeks, and he'll have his 4th Super Bowl, and that's really impressive. And to see this run that he's on, if he gets to 4 Super Bowls, that's fucking incredible. And what's more incredible is he'll be 3 behind the other guy. Like, it's just, why have we suddenly said he's the guy? He's the greatest ever. Just for what he could do in the future? And, like, not for nothing. But through those first 3 Super Bowls for each quarterback, Tom Brady had zero Hall of Famers on offense. Not a single one. Mahomes has had 2. Brady might not even have an all-pro on offense on those years, man. I'm telling you, he did not. Maybe on the offensive line. Great. I'm talking skill position guys. Nada. Nothing. And so what Patrick Mahomes is doing is unbelievable. It's incredible. Well, I guess not unbelievable because we have seen it. But it's incredible. Like, it should be celebrated. But to just say, oh, yeah, he's the greatest now. What? When did we start doing that in sports? When did we just start saying, well, this guy's doing a great thing just more recently, so he's the greatest? Beats the hell out of me. It really does. I don't get it. But I'm seeing it everywhere, man. I'm telling you, everywhere. Twitter, MySpace, ESPN, WEEI, they had a headline about it. And it's just, it beats me. It beats me. Like, if he does it a second time, then we're talking GOAT, man. That's what it takes. Even Jordan did it twice. He does a three-peat, he retires, tries baseball, comes back, does another three-peat. That's GOAT shit. And to then have a 10-year space in between Super Bowls like Brady did, and to be in the mix every single year, that's what we're talking about here. Greatest of all time means of all time, not the greatest right now. And another thing, looking at the Patriots dynasty and the differences with the Bills. Obviously, the big difference is the Bills haven't even made a Super Bowl under this. But I'm hearing people saying, it's not Buffalo's time yet. It's not Josh Allen's time yet. When is the guy's time? When is it? And this Bills run right here is actually reinforcing the dumb Mad Dog Russo Vice Sports thing of you can say it's Belichick or it's Brady, but anyone with a real brain can tell you that it's clearly both. Because Josh Allen's not Tom Brady, but Josh Allen is a top 3 or 4 quarterback in the NFL right now. And he played really well yesterday. In fact, probably outplayed Mahomes. Mahomes wins, so who cares? But Josh Allen is a tremendous quarterback who does play well in these games. And yet they never beat Kansas City. You think Bill Belichick's losing to the same team in the playoffs 4 or 5 times in a row? Never, dude, never. This comes down to Sean McDermott way more than it comes down to Josh Allen, in my opinion. And so therefore it proves you really can't have one without the other. And it's funny, nobody's saying, well, is it Andy Reid or is it Patrick Mahomes? Because it's a stupid argument. It's both of them. And I think Sean McDermott's a good coach, but proof is in the pudding. He's not good enough. He could beat everyone else in the AFC, but if you can't beat Kansas City, who gives a shit? Ask the 90s Pacers. Nobody cares. Ask the Jazz. If you could beat everyone else but one, it's probably not going to matter. So, yeah, I just, it does make me appreciate this Patriots dynasty even more, right? That what Mahomes is doing, which is incredible, Brady did it twice. And he had the coach the whole time, and the coach had the quarterback the whole time. He certainly wasn't losing to the same team in the playoffs 4 or 5 times in a row. It's not going to happen.